Important questions of C++. 4. Interview. 1. What are the different types of variables? Local variable, a variable that is declared and used inside the function, is called as local variable. It cannot be used outside the block. Global variable, a variable that is declared outside the function or block, is called as global variable. It is declared at the starting of program. It is available to all the function. Static variable, a variable that retains its value between multiple function calls, is known as static variable. It is declared with static keyword. Automatic variable, all variable in C that are declared inside the block are automatic variables by default. Automatic variables are similar as local variables. External variable can be shared between multiple C files. We can declare external variable using external keyword. 2. What are access modifiers? Access modifiers are used to define accessibility for the class members. It defines how the members of the class are accessed outside the class scope. Types. 1. Private. The members who are declared as private cannot be accessed directly from outside the class. They can only be accessed by the member function inside the class. 2. Public. The members who are declared as public can be accessed from within the class as well as outside the class, and even from outside the package as well. 3. Protected. The members who are declared as protected can be accessed from within the class and from the derived class. 3. What is inheritance and its types? Inheritance can be defined as a process in which child class inherits all the properties and behavior of its parent class. The class which is inherited is called the base class, and the class which inherits is called the derived class. Types. 1. Single inheritance. In single inheritance, a class is allowed to inherit from only one class. Therefore, one subclass, which is inherited by one base class only. 2. Multiple inheritance. It is a feature of C++ where a class can inherit from more than one classes. Therefore, one subclass is inherited from more than one base classes. 3. Multilevel inheritance. In this type of inheritance, a derived class is created from another derived class. 4. Virtual inheritance. It is implemented by combining more than one type of inheritance. 4. What is polymorphism and its types? Polymorphism is the ability to give different meaning to same function. It allows us to redefine a function and create it with a completely new definition. Example, a person at the same time can have different characteristics. Like a man at the same time is a father, a husband, an employee. So the same person possesses different behavior in different situations. This is called polymorphism. Types. 1. Compile-time polymorphism. In compile-time polymorphism, the call is resolved by the compiler. It is also known as static binding, early binding, and overloading as well. 2. Runtime polymorphism. In runtime polymorphism, the call is not resolved by the compiler. It is also known as dynamic binding, late binding, and overriding as well. 5. What is operator overloading and function overloading? Operator overloading. It is a mechanism in which a special meaning is given to an operator. Example, we can overload an operator plus in a class like string to concatenate two strings by only using plus. Function overloading. It defines a method in such a way that there are multiple ways to call them. 6. What is constructor? A constructor is a member function that is invoked whenever we create an object. It has the same name as that of the class. 7. What is dynamic memory allocation? It is the process of assigning the memory space during the execution time or the runtime. 8. What is array and its types? Array is a data structure that is used to store variables that are of similar data types at contiguous locations. Types 1. One-dimensional array. It is an array that has only one subscript specification that is needed to specify a particular element of an array. 2. Two-dimensional array. It is an array that consists of more than one rows and more than one columns. Elements stored in these array in the form of matrices. 3. Multidimensional array. Multidimensional arrays are extension of 2D array and use additional subscripts for indexing. 9. What is printf? Printf is a short form of print formatted. This function is designed to display any formatted content that is requested by the user. It is used whenever an int, char, float, str needs to be printed onto the consolidated. 10. What is scanf? Scanf can be considered the polar opposite of printf in that it is used to input certain content by the user into the code for testing.